Foster cuts it back and a chance. Good block from Henri Karaween. It was Wirawama who found space in the penalty area, and Henri Karaween put his body on the line.
A nice little interplay here. Foster and Wirawama. Karaween slides in, concedes the corner. And Papua New Guinea not putting too many players forward here. There's 5 that have stayed back. They certainly have one eye on keeping their lead, as opposed to adding to it.
What a frenetic finish we're going to have here, I'm sure. Papua New Guinea 2, Tahiti 1. Tahiti down to 10 players after Nicola Bella was sent off. David Mutta lucky to still be on the pitch. He could easily have seen a second yellow card, and it would have been 10 against 10. And as you quite rightly say, Fred, oh! Well, Raymond Ganemba smelt an opportunity from Tatoira's back header.
Been really good, hasn't he, Raymond Ganemba? He's been lively the whole game. Obviously, the 2-goal hero at this stage of proceedings. But
here's Tainui Taho, the cross to the far post finds Heimano Borba. Another cross from the other side, helped on by Tiso. Chance! Oh, and the flag's gone up. Mark Rule of New Zealand, the assistant referee, on the near side, had the flag go up pretty quick. I think Tainui in his heart knows this is the right call.
Just tight. It's tight, wasn't it? Boy, that was tight. A tight call. Ludovic Guinard, I think he was off to the races. He was herring down the sideline in celebration, and then he spotted the assistant referee's flag and sank to his knees. And again, a warning sign for Papua New Guinea.
They need to get a hold of the ball.
They are just being too wasteful with possession at the moment.
Kong Hui with a shot, deflection. Flag stays down, Tiso. The cross, oh, and it beat everybody, including Warasan. Upainga was the last vestige of Papua New Guinea's defence, and he's conceded a corner. Belief is growing among the Tahitians.
Well, they're not defending well, Papua New Guinea, at the moment. They're getting numbers back. You can see a lot of red shirts there. They're just not picking up their men. They're just standing around looking and hoping that someone else picks up the Tahitian players. And what Tahiti are doing well is they're staying in movement, staying in motion in the penalty area. And at the moment, Papua New Guinea cannot deal with that.
Could they squander a 2-goal lead? Can Tahiti claw their way back into this match? Goes to the far post. Warasan's missed it. It's in! Tainui Taho has equalised. The 10 men are level. Sheer drama at the OFC Nations Cup. Can you believe it? From a winning position, Papua New Guinea are now level with Tahiti, all because of this.
Well, devastating blow for Papua New Guinea. Warasan, it's got to do better than that. Great header back across from Alvin Teho. And Tainui Teho pokes that one home through a crowd of red shirts that are hanging on the goal line. And again, numbers back in for Papua New Guinea, but they're just not marking up. And Ronald Warasan, he won't want to see that again. If you're going to go for the ball, you've got to collect it.
Well, Papua New Guinea have lost their way for the second match in a row. There's still plenty of time left for a winner to be found in red. Saboa. Well, Fleming Seritslev must be wondering what to do next. Here's Felix Comalong. Nigel Dabanyaba. David Mutta. A double substitution is about to be made for the home side. Patrick Isa and Emmanuel Simon will be thrown into action to try and retrieve a situation for their nation when they should have been talking about 3 points. They're now once again finding themselves trying to hang on to just one. Tahiti will get their substitution away first. Jay Warren, a defender, is coming off, and Ricky Aitamai is coming on. Well, what's going to stop Tahiti going after all 3 points, Fred? That's the question. They must feel that it's within reach. All those tired legs will now be fully adrenalised. Self-belief won't be a problem.
I think the next 5 minutes will determine what Ludovic Grenard does for the rest of the match, for the remaining 10 minutes or so that they'll play, because I think just at the moment they have all the momentum. Obviously, as you say, they have the belief, but if Papua New Guinea just start to get a hold of the ball and start to look dangerous, then I think Grenard will shut up shop and be happy with the point that his team has salvaged.
Werawama has played his last in this game. Emmanuel Simon comes on in his place. He's a midfielder. Davanyaba, Ganemba, Michael Foster's been pushed further forward as the focal point of attack for Papua New Guinea. Simon. Well, first action is to lose the ball. That's not great for the substitute. Sabu's headed forward, pretty decent. Now Ganemba taking on Tahiti, the shot, and that's not comfortably dealt with at the first time of asking by Miko Roche. He gathers it gratefully at the second attempt. Karaween under pressure. Well, these two teams have drawn 3 times in their history. 10 minutes ago, you wouldn't have thought that this was a possibility, but here we are. Mutta.
That's good play by Papua New Guinea.
Oh, a chance. He's lifted it over the keeper. But the flag is up. The flag is up. Raymond Ganemba denied a hat-trick. Papua New Guinea denied a 3rd goal. Despondency written all over the face of Ganemba. The crowd only just realising that it's been chalked off.
That was a great move by Papua New Guinea. They were attacking down the right. They transitioned the ball all the way through David Mutta to the left. And then that little pass in behind the defence found Raymond Ganemba offside. Now Papua New Guinea have to defend again.
Saboa. Ganemba. The next 8.5 minutes at least will surely have you gripped at home if you're watching this OFC Nations Cup clash between Papua New Guinea and Tahiti. 4 goals, 1 red card, and absorbing action and no end of excitement. Oh, the keeper's come for it. Tainui Tahau almost got a touch on it. I wonder where the ball would have ended up. Would have headed goalwards. Owen Comalong's been hurt. Tahiti are preparing another substitution.
Warasan was really lucky here. He came and the Tahitian attacker didn't get a touch on the ball, even the faintest of touches, and that would have ended up in the back of the net.
Toatua Lucas is coming on for Tahiti in place of Stevie Chong Hui, so that's a forward for a forward. So Ludovic Graugnard believes that this game can be won from here. Going to be a very long final 7.5, 8 minutes, not including stoppages for Fleming Seretslev and his players and the crowd here. Tahiti and Papua New Guinea drew 2-2 on the 1st of September 1971 in the Pacific Games in Tahiti. And that's a scoreline that we can read here in Port Moresby in 2016. That was so close. Tainui had got a clean connection on that. Could have ended up in the back of the net. Papua New Guinea need heroes in red. Tahiti have nothing to lose, and that's just the fact of the matter. They were out of it. They were long gone at 2-0 down with 10 players.
Well, they've got a point to lose now, haven't they? They've got themselves such a valuable point here at the moment. But as you're saying before, it looks like Ludovic Graugnard, he still believes that his side can do much, much better than that. You can see that in his substitutions. Very, very positive play from the Tahitian coach. And again, this stop-start nature that we've had over the last 5 or 10 minutes really has helped Tahiti. They're down to 10 men. They need all the rest that they can get. So whenever the ball stops, obviously, they can take a breather. And for Papua New Guinea, they would just want the play to flow.
Yellow card coming up. Tamatoa Tatoira goes into the book.
So,
and he has picked up his second caution of the competition, so he will be suspended for the final group game against New Caledonia.
It's a big yellow card, isn't it, for Tahiti? They've lost both their centre-backs for the next clash.
Daniel Simon is wriggled clear, still going, and a free kick. Wow. 86th minute, Papua New Guinea have a free kick in what you have to say is an excellent position.
You know, it's work from Manuel Simon. The sub is just on, just getting clipped in the back of the heels there by Buruba.
David Mutta has left Emmanuel Simon and Raymond Ginemba to their own plan, thoughts and devices at this free kick. Tahiti have brought everybody back to defend it. Will we see something special from Raymond Ginemba? Oh, great save, superb save by Mikael Roche. The players go to congratulate their goalkeeper. Raymond Ganemba is down on his knees. He struck it perfectly.
You saw it late. Mikael Roche got down really well. Parried this one out for a corner. That was goal bound for the hat-trick for Ganemba.
Oh, and Roche misses the ball completely. There's been a bit of that in the second half at both ends of the pitch by the goalkeepers. Such an important save for Tahiti by Mikael Roche. Tiso helps it on. Way by Daniel Joe. Mutta. Oh, Felix Comelon gets one in the back of the head. Play continues. Tiso. Warasan sends it long. 2.5 minutes to play of the regulated 90. Papua New Guinea 2, Tahiti 2. And the best game of the tournament so far. Dabanyaba. Oh dear, completely fluffed his lines there.
I don't quite know how he actually did that.
No, best game of the tournament so far, but not the best moment for Dabanyaba personally. Upainga. This is a big moment for Papua New Guinea. The ball into the near post, too close to the keeper. Big win by Daniel Joe. Ball forward was too tight. It was picked off by Tia. One minute to play. Well, Fleming Seretslev was poised to make a double substitution. Patrick Isa has put his bib back on. Meanwhile, play continues with Jacob Sabua, Korea Kupainga. Remember, Papua New Guinea have never made it out of the group stages of the OFC Nations Cup. Belief and analysis is that this is their best opportunity to break that record. "90 minutes is almost up. There'll be a minimum of 4 additional minutes to this dramatic game. Papua New Guinea will go into the final match against Samoa, needing victory at least to be in the mix. But the question is, will they go into that with 1 point, 3, or just a single point? It's all up in the air at the moment.
Some very, very tired Tahitian players out there at the moment. Not this man, Fred Tiso. He's working hard up front for the cause. The substitute. Because either side, can one of them fashion a clear-cut opportunity?
Foster. Dabanyaba through the legs to Foster again, and that was too casual. Been picked off by Tahiti. Mutta. We're in the second minute of the additional 4 at the end of this quite dramatic match at Sir John Guy Stadium. Foster with a long-range shot, but it's off target. That could be an expensive decision by Michael Foster.
He's had a couple of those where he's had a ping from long range. Neither of them have been to any great effect. Had better options here. Really needed to go left and square with that ball.
Time the enemy for Papua New Guinea. I think at this point Tahiti will be quite satisfied with a draw. Few pensive looks on the Papua New Guinea bench. You can see the concern on faces of the players. They know that if this result stays the same, that it will have been another opportunity missed.
Yeah, this one will hurt way more than giving up that 1-goal advantage against New Caledonia. 2-0 up against 10 men. You would have got good odds that Papua New Guinea would have got the job done. If it stays at 2-2, then Papua New Guinea, you'd expect them to beat Samoa.
Oh, and here's a bit of a half chance. Alwyn Komolong saying got taken out from behind, and the referee agrees. Now Warasan trying to get this going again. There's 30 seconds at least to play. Warasan launches the ball forward. Straight through to Mikael Roche. I think that's going to be it, you know. Unless there's one final plot twist. What's up? A time-ice header. Fred, can you believe what we've witnessed over the last 90 minutes? It's been pure...
Well, it's been great to watch, hasn't it?
Pure entertainment.
Great to watch.
Tahiti still interested in getting the ball forward and going for the win. There's no taking the ball in the corner. It's launched. Warasan's come for it. Could be a big mistake. Goodness me, Ronald Warasan taking Papua New Guinea's OFC Nations Cup hopes into his hands and recklessly.
We saw one keeper lose the game last night, Samson Cotti for the Solomons. We almost saw a second one there with Ronald Warasan. But fortunately for him, he didn't foul in the penalty area, didn't give up the penalty, and it's ended up 2-2.
But what highlights we've got to review of this one. 4 goals, amazing stuff.
Well, Warasan, we talked about him in the first half, how he's unorthodox, and this was a key moment in the game. Nicola Vella just upending Raymond Ganemba. Nick Waldron decides that that's a red card. The free kick had Mikael Roche really stretched, but went over the crossbar. And then Papua New Guinea had their best moments in the game through this period. Some lovely sweeping moves. Ganemba was excellent. Little 1-2 here. This is a fantastic goal. Picks it up again and then just blasts that one past Roche. And at this point it was 2-0 and Tahiti were down to 10 and Papua New Guinea were flying. A minute later though, Fred Tiso had just come on, did really well, held the ball up. Alvin Teho first to the cross. Warasan stranded. 2-1. Tahiti back in it. And there was a lot of time left. And then Tahiti played really smart. Teho had the ball in the net, adjudicated to be offside. They got a corner. Now Warasan flapping at the ball, headed back by Alvin Teho. Tainui Teho pokes it home. Look at the marking. Look at all the red shirts. No one marking Teho. 5 players on the line. None of them can do anything about that. Poor marking from Papua New Guinea. Only had themselves to blame. 2-2. And that's how it ended.
So statistics here, well, look at the possession, that changed. Papua New Guinea dominated it only just in the first half. By the end, it's 52-48. Shots on target, 18-10. And corners 8-3 in favour of Tahiti. It doesn't reflect the drama that we saw though. Wow, that was amazing. So more coming after the break. The OFC Nations Cup was brought to you by Telecom PNG, Irina, UNICEF, True Wara, Dream Inn, National Capital District Commission. Great to have you back. Jackie Tran-Van has got a post-match interview with Alvin Tahoe.
Alvin, très difficile le match ce soir. Comment vous vous sentez après ça?
Très fatigué. Les deux équipes ont donné tout ce qu'il faut aujourd'hui. Et bon, ça a été un très bon match. C'est difficile.
Et prochain match, c'est contre la Calédonie, aussi un match nul contre PNG. Est-ce que vous croyez prendre les trois points?
Il ne faut pas qu'on pense qu'on va les avoir. Il faut aller les chercher pour passer et il faut y croire jusqu'au bout. Et on y croit.
Merci. Tahiti captain Alvin Tahoe, letting us know, very difficult match tonight, a really hard game for his side, and now they're really hoping to get the 3 points against New Caledonia in their next match.
Thanks, Jackie. Fred, obviously a very tough game for Tahiti, but they're pleased to get that point.
Well, absolutely. No, they won't be happy with the way they went 2 goals down, but Grenade will have a whole lot of pleasure in the way that they fought and battled their way back into the game, picked up the 2 goals and came away with what is going to be a really, really valuable point in the context of this group for the final match day.
So Papua New Guinea face a situation where they have to beat Samoa by quite a number of goals. How many exactly we're not too sure of yet. It will depend on Tahiti against New Caledonia.
Ready.
And of course that French-speaking derby, that oldest of fixtures in the Oceania football community, gets reignited in the final round of games at the group stage. Jackie is now with PNG captain David Mutta.
David, it looked like a tough match out there. You must have been pleased to take the lead early on, but they managed to pull back.
So, I mean, all the boys were really pleased when we took the lead. But really, at the end, we really all frustrated because we never defend well at the last minute and they equalized. But it's a teamwork. Whatever happens in the field, it happens.
You must be proud to have done so well in front of the home crowd tonight.
Well, it's the home crowd that always made us stood in our feet every time throughout the whole 90 minutes because of the crowd. The boys played really hard because of our home ground. The boys played really hard. We credit to the crowd for supporting us. Yeah.
Next match is against Samoa. What are you expecting from that one?
Well, Samoa is a really good team. We can't underestimate them. We took every team really hard, so we're going to play them with all our game plan and everything. We have to put it on them. Yeah.
Thanks, David.
You're welcome.
So disappointment in the voice of David Mutta, and quite understandably so, after they drew 2-2 with Tahiti. But more matches coming up. The OFC Nations Cup features New Caledonia against Samoa at 7 p.m. local time. We'll be describing the action for you not too long from now, just less than an hour. And there are more games coming up beyond this round of action. Fiji against Vanuatu, June the 4th, 4 p.m. kickoff local time. That's a massive game for Fiji and Vanuatu. And of course, the group decider in Group B, New Zealand against the Solomons at 7 p.m. So on behalf of Fred de Jong and myself, Gordon Watson, we'll be back shortly. The OFC Nations Cup was brought to you by Telecom PNG, Irina, UNICEF, True Wara, Dream Inn, National Capital District Commission.